Let's see. Okay, I think that looks good. So we'll add like 2 layers. Before we get down to the bottom. Okay, that makes sense. Streaming a heavy amount now, so hopefully I can get some traction going. Okay. Let's watch later real quick, see if there's any good ones. I watch that. Yeah. Then we'll do big. Okay, yeah. And then we'll put this right here. No, we'll do that looks better. Looks a lot better. I have this little design that I'm doing right now, and like I think it looks good if you look at it. So like I have boom block right there, block right here. This is for the like little pillar things on the top of the castle and stuff, and you kind of see it right there. Let's see how it looks from the front over here. It's still not done yet. We'll do one in the middle also, but that looks decently good. It's trying to signify that this is the top part instead of like the other one we have right over here where it doesn't signify it's the top part because you have that part too. And yeah, that technically could fit in the top part. That looks out of place right now just because we don't have the actual like roof on it. But like this looks good so far. Like I was kind of surprised this is just kind of blending around to the build pretty well. It's just like this part is kind of a little bit bland when it comes down to it, but it's still we still need some bland stuff in here since there's like so many other spots that you should be focusing your eyes on, like this right here and then this next part right there, and then this part's just literally just a little thing that is just taking more of up space. It was originally going to be like a huge tower, the tallest tower on this build, but we found this one and then also that one and then that one too. So this one can't really obscure those. Okay. Right there. Put one right there. Boom. Boom. One, two, right there. Right there. Boom. Right there. Okay, that looks decent right now. Hey, I see someone's watching at least. I don't know who this is, but welcome to the stream. I'm just like kind of doing a episode of Wayward Home, just kind of filming that right now and getting everything good for like that episode more than anything. So, and right now we have on this build, let me show you a little bit real quick on what we have. So we have our whole entire mega base that we're working on right now. And like you're most definitely seeing like some, what was it called? Some spoilers for the episode, for this Friday's episode right now, because this should be built to like maybe right there by Friday's episode. So, and we have that part too that's added on. We have this insane mess of base right now that we're like, we got this part majority of done. We just have to do the inside at some point in one of the episodes, but I'm going to try doing like a villager place inside here, or villager trading hall up here, a couple other places, doorways, hallways, rooms, all that kind of stuff to kind of replace or have things inside the place. So yeah, and then we'll have a couple other like builds in here to kind of finish it off at some point, but right now we're just kind of working on this episode, which is the entrance to my mega base, or the front entrance at least, and maybe the back entrance. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll do the front entrance and a pathway all the way down the mountain. And we're also working on the structure of the mega base when it comes down to it, because the structure is the big thing about it. Just looking at this whole entire thing. Don't know if you're still watching or not, but it's actually pretty nice. Okay, we're done with this part. Okay. So we have that done. How much blocks? We do not have that much. Okay, that looks good from this side. Now I had to kind of get something. Hey, how are you doing today? Hopefully you like the build and everything. Just working on this mega base and everything right now. Just getting this used to everything so far, or getting everything set up, because just got that done. Oh, I'm doing good also. Doing pretty good. Just chilling today before I have to go run. Just chilling and working on an episode that's coming out Friday. But what do I need to do next on this build? Because I just got this main big tower done right there, and now I have to do something like this right there, I think, and some other stuff too, just kind of making it more dimensional instead of just plain. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's It's good, but it's taking a good while to get to this point of the build. But just trying to figure out what I need to do next, because I have this right now. I just have to kind of copy this over so this is not the main big part of the build. That just pops out. So I have to do that. And then that part's going to have like a huge like popping out, but that's like maybe a couple episodes down the road that we do that. I have like a reference image on my phone from like another build I'm taking styles from, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Okay. So I want to do, would that work? But it's going to have to be big. Do some windows right there. Windows connecting to that one with a diagonal roofing going up, or vertical roofing going up a little bit that I have to do with that one. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. How am I going to do that? Okay. Let's get the materials for that. But this is like my MegaBase I'm working on. It's insane how much. How big of a thing this is going to be. So. But, okay. 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 Hmm. Okay. Let's get that. So we have. Hey, welcome to any of the new stream or new people watching the stream. Working on the MegaBase right now, so I'm terrible with like chatting, but if you chat back, I'm literally going to respond half the time. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Get a couple. Okay, that looks good. Let's. Okay. I think the window line right here is going to actually look good, most likely. Maybe I have to do a window right here too. I just wonder where the entrance is going to be for this back part of the build. Entrance can't be right there. It could be right there if I really think about it, but it's also going into that build. Wait. Let's see, real quick. Because if it goes into that build, that's kind of... Yeah. Blackstone, yeah, Blackstone would help a good bit. But right now, I'm just... Oh, man. Yeah, like, okay, so I have, right now, like, the deep slate that I'm using for, like, to create or make it pop out a little bit more. If you can kind of see that right there. Still have to add deep slate onto like the new parts and everything onto this side of the build so far. And then like when we do the insides too, it'll make it pop out even more in with the wood textures too at some point. And I don't know if I'll have deep slate on this one, but I will have deep slate on this part that I'm doing right now, and then on top of that build too, because we'll have like a vertical roof going up a good bit. Not like that, but more like this, going up, but it's caving in on each other, and then going to have a little part on the top, hopefully. So I don't think I've really ever used Blackstone just because it's a more expensive block to use. I just never have really thought of using Blackstone too much. This is so hard to get for me, or I still haven't. I'm a noob when it comes to like some of the new materials, collection wise at least. We're going to add... And then right now we're going to add these little things. So 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so I think a good question for y'all is like, what should I do out there? This is like my 10,000 subscriber pyramid. Like that's how many people we have subscribed right now to the YouTube, which is 1,075. That's 1,075 gold blocks right there. And I'm wondering like what kind of village thing I want to do out here, because I don't want it simple, but also don't want it like too complex, because there's an episode that I have where I'm working on a village and I build my own custom village and everything, move all the villagers there. Absolutely horrendous episode. Like not a fun one to create for me. I hated that so badly. It was one that I didn't really like too much. But what should I do out there? Because I know I'm going to put a wall, like a stone wall, and everything. Hey, Josh. Was not expecting you to be on. Oh, hey, Josh. Oh, man. Hey, 3 people are watching now. And the funny thing is that I know it's not me watching either. Because I think you should make a big picture of me. I would have to do that somewhere. I could do it underneath the 10,000 subscriber pyramid. That would be funny to do the actual like, I don't even know what it's called. I would have to load a picture of you inside a Minecraft log thing just to be able to do that. That'd be funny though. Have that one picture of us. Oh man, that'd be hilarious. But let's look at this, see how that looks right now. Let's see. Okay, that looks decent right now. Not crazy, but looks decent. And then we'll have The funny thing about this stream, I was not expecting to even do anything. Bite, Evan, gotta get back to work. Okay, sounds good. I'll see you. Maybe talk to you tonight. But love you too, Josh. I'll see ya. Have fun at work. But okay, so I don't know really what to add out there, but if any of y'all have like any recommendations on what simple village I could do, like not a classic village where you have like those houses, like that would kind of look stupid like compared to like this build, but like maybe some styles that could work in with all of this, with this more gray build, everything. So yeah. Okay, let's see. We have that right there. How much farther up do I need to put it? Okay. I know my thing is not watching. Okay, good. But I think we should maybe just do that one more time. So do, okay. Let's see how big this is going to be. So 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, 3 right there. That's the only bad part. Okay, so we have that on the edge right there. So if we scoot that over 1, it'd be 1, 2, 3 right there. And for most people who are watching, I don't do this on like a creative world first or anything like that. I literally, most of this stuff is all done right off the bat, or like right here, instead of testing it out in a creative world. I did the front of the build on a creative world, but that was about it on the testing part, because I couldn't really do any more testing, or like all the things that I was testing on the front part is just going to be integrated into the build and everything. Okay, so we have 3 right here. 3, 3, and then should we put a window right here too? Put it right there. Yes, because this is going to look so out of place if we don't have a window. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Missed that. 1, 2, 3. It would look beautiful if so. Ooh, that is a good idea. Okay, okay, I want to look that up real quick because I know exactly what you're talking about too. Style houses. Okay. Yeah, Greek style houses. Okay. It just depends on what type of Greek style houses we would do. Like the shoreline Greek style houses, or the one right beside the actual Greek temples. Let me see real quick. Because we have the villas too that look good. Like, I wish I could like put it on my screen like what I'm looking at right now, but that's a good idea for, it's like simple enough where like I can place them down and everything. Okay, let me look this up on my phone. That's better. Okay. Should we do ancient Greek or recent Greek style houses? That's the question. Ancient or recent? Because that's something that we need to do at some point. Figure out. Ah, man. Let's do ancient Greek Minecraft houses. That's better, instead of giving me a little bit of a not crazy good scout. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, those look good. Okay, so are you meaning like the ones with the brick style of roofing on them, or just the flat faced ones. Because either which both works pretty well. I think the brick style ones I can like put the andesite or whatever it's called. It's either granite or andesite as the half slabs on the roof, and then do a white texture build or something like that on the side, or use a different type of building block for the side instead of just the white concrete. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I'm also just waiting for it to load on my laptop too so I can see it. 1, 2, 3. These windows are going to be like pretty massive when it comes, or like pretty tall at least. Because when it comes to this part of the build, it's going to go pretty high up and then it's going to start slanting back with the roof right there. I think it's going to be on the level of that roof right there. Oh, it could be. We'll do one more and then we'll start doing the stars on top of this. Okay, the bricks would fit pretty well then. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Hey, I'm gonna have to start doing my brick farm again. Oh man, that is funny. I think I know how to do it if I remember right. The brick styles are kind of hard to do, but or just because of how expensive the bricks are, but should be pretty easily capable if I do that. Okay. I forgot to do that. That's the only bad thing. Forgot to put the hat or stone stairs for the outside right there. I'm trying to see how much farther it is because I kind of want to connect it a little bit to that one where it's on the same level without being too far spaced off. I think we should be good with this if we just do one more layer like that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Just like that. Should be good. And then we'll put these staircases right here, upside down, just like that. But the Greek style houses, man, that would actually look good. Okay, let's go over here real quick. Look at it from afar real quick to see like how everything would look when putting this all together. Plus the Greek style houses with this little waterway / ocean right here, it's like perfect for just Greece in general because you have the Greece. Oh man, that would be cool. Going from right there all the way up. This is just the back of the build, just to let you know also. Having a huge like pathway going through the Greek city all the way up to the castle, man. I've been thinking about just incorporate or not incorporating, but the style. Like this whole entire castle is more based off of, like in my mind, the Zelda Ocarina of Time castle a little bit in my head. Oh, that's still not far enough. Okay. But I have like Ocarina of Time in my head right now. Just like trying to base it off of it, trying to make it look creepy in a sense, but like cool also because I absolutely love that game. And it's something that I've always kind of wanted to put into my builds of today. Do a castle that's like, oh yeah, you can tell like it has a lot in it. Bombs Ooh, with multiple bomb. Like, yeah, okay. Like, I was thinking about that too. So I have. You haven't seen the front yet. I don't think you've seen the front yet. Let me see how much. Ooh, nope. I need to go do that real quick. We have. Okay. I need to go do this real quick. Get a little bit of that. Okay, let's put that right in here. So the front of this build, like we have a lot of different biomes right here. We have the jungle right here. That's the only bad part. It's like the jungle is kind of a different, it's a more vibrant type color compared to like the other ones right here because I also have a not deep dark, but the new biome and everything right there. That one, I forget what it is called, but we have that one right there, and then we have birch right there. A little bit more jungle right there too. Doing different type biome builds would be cool too. Or villages. Like I could do something different for the front, kind of switch it from Greek to a more modern type Greek up here to fit the front part of the build because of how many different bombs there are. This is crazy that I have the creaking right here. This is insane how I got so lucky with that. But okay. Ooh, that was close. Okay. How far? Yep, I did that. Let's take that down. Boom, boom. Boom, okay. And then one more time right here. Trying to make sure that this can go up to the top of there without obscuring it. Let's see how much farther we have between that and that. We have, okay, yeah, we should have enough. So we have the star right there above these little windows. And then we'll have the roofing. But the roofing is also going to be bigger than that one, so it shouldn't really matter how big these windows should be. I forgot about that. That was close. Okay. Ooh, that was very close. Ooh, I could also do like with the Greek style, have like different provinces. So like you have the more rural or suburban area, and then more poor area, rich area, some sort of rich area towards like the center or towards the main road of the castle. And that's kind of cool. Kind of do the Hollywood Heights a little bit, going on upwards instead of just having one station thing. Okay, let's make sure that's plugged in real quick. It's plugged into right there, but that thing is not on. So, but I think, have you seen the snow village? I don't know if I've seen a snow village at all. Let me look back at the comment too. Hopefully I can look back at the comment from my live stream. My live stream's kind of, it pops up on my screen, your message, but sometimes harder to look at here and there. Let me see that real quick. Yeah, that is true. I don't think I've seen a snow village. Like, do you mean a custom one or do you mean a like a just regular one. When it comes to like the snow village. Let's put that down. Okay, custom ones. I don't think I've seen that. Let me look at this real quick. Custom snow village. Custom snow village. That's funny. I forgot to put Minecraft in it, and it just brought up some other ones. Let me see. Custom snow village. Okay. Tundra revamped. Yeah, okay, so I see that a little bit, but would that spruce type build fit in with this though? It would fit in like with the close parts, but after that, I feel like it would just blend into the ground with no more snow towards down here. Because with the Greek portions, you have more variations to like kind of fill that out. But I was kind of thinking that too because like the Greek won't really fit in with the snow biomes, but will fit in with more of a grass slash down here also where you have more greenery compared to up there. But I'm also thinking that like I could have the path go down from the top and not have like any real big building except for like these small ones right here going this kind of landscaping it out to kind of make it look like there's little builds and stuff right there instead of just having like nothing right there. So we have like the pathway going down and then we have the Greek style villages start hitting right here. And then also, I was kind of thinking like I could have a Halloween type build thing since we have the creaking thing right here, which would be kind of funny, kind of cool. Kind of have more of a gravestone type place right there. Oh yeah, different bombs, different. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about your previous comment just then too, about the different bombs, different types of villages. Okay. The question is, am I going to put the villagers in here though? I don't think I will put the villagers in there just because I'll put them in some more prominent locations where I feel like they're needed, but it's going to be very laggy with some of the things I want to be doing and also with the farms I'm going to be doing. Since this is a mega base, I want to have like most of my farms inside of this base and down here or down underneath, which I haven't shown you yet. Let's show you real quick what's down here. So we have like we're going to have our automatic sorting system right here all on this wall going all the way around, and then we'll have our what was it called, we have some farms already down there. We have our automatic smelter right down there, our automatic lava down there. We have sorting system all the way on the walls and everything, and then we have our little kingdom room right here coming up from right down below our main palace area to our farms and everything down there. But like that's kind of the plan right now. I just don't know if the villager thing. I don't know about villagers though. That's the question. If I should put villagers in this build or not. I need to get that. Okay. Let's put that on top right there. Also, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I don't do streaming that much, but when I try to, I usually do it when I'm working on something like this, or just feel like I should stream while doing this. So it's nothing too. It's just kind of showing more than anything just what I do during my own time working on these builds. So just having it to myself, I'm actually also kind of showing the process of doing all this. Kind of like not rec rap, Kinger Ivy, which is cool. I love watching Kinger Ivy here and there. Now let's go back to my sample photo that I'm using for this build. So we're going to start putting the stars on here. So on this part, we're going to start putting the stars right here on top of this window frame. So we have the windows right here, and then we're going to have the stars right there, and then we're going to have the dot or vertical slanting roof going upwards from there. It's going to be higher than that part, but it's going to be about normal. It's going to look perfect when it comes to this build. Have to like kind of film some little clips here and there for the actual video while doing the live stream, which is cool and everything. I feel like sometimes it takes away from the live stream, but sometimes, or it usually doesn't too much when you get used to it, at least. Kind of just starts free flowing with the live stream at that point. Okay, so we have that right there. Boom, 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 right there. Boom. So, boom, right there. And we put that right there. Okay, that's nice. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's kind of crazy that I'm live streaming it. I was not expecting to even live stream it to anyone, really, or anyone to watch. We've had a couple of people, because last night I live streamed also, and it was with a couple friends, and I don't think anyone tuned in for the live stream, which was kind of crazy. I was kind of expecting to like maybe get one viewer at one point in time, and just after that point get no viewers. Plus we weren't doing too much, and the stream name now is like working on my MegaBase compared to like playing with Curly Daddy 101 last night. So totally two different concepts, two different types of streams, where I'm actually working on a big project, and then the one last night was working on a new world, just having fun. But thank you for the comment. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot that you're watching this too. It means that it's somewhat enjoyable, which I feel like me live streaming is not that enjoyable when it comes down to it. I just don't think of myself as a good streamer as of right now. If you get me with people, I can be a good streamer, but other than that, it's kind of hard to be a good live streamer if you don't have people you're playing with. Also, I used to love doing Fortnite all the time with some people or some friends, because I could actually have a fun time within. The commentary comes with that too, instead of just kind of being here and there. Oh, thank you so much. I'll most definitely think about it. I'm trying to plan on doing a lot more live streams at this point, just to kind of, I don't even know, like, the purpose of live streaming for most people, like, is to kind of get viewership. For me personally, it's just more of a time. Like, if someone wants to hop on and just vibe, like, this is a time to just vibe more than anything. Not a time to get viewership more than anything, because what I'm doing is not crazy and entertaining. It's cool, but it's something that is like more of a vibe more than actually or like with the purpose of what most people go for when it comes to like viewership and everything. It could push out my YouTube, which is a plus, but yeah, that's not my greater purpose when it comes to the live streaming. So, but thank you for the comment. It means a lot because I don't do this much at all, and I should start doing this a lot more just with the more time I have on my hands. So I think with this next part, you see those things right there, we're going to have like that right here. I think we're going to have a line, so we'll put 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do something just like that on that part, indicating that we're going straight into the roof now. Actually, where are you from? um I don't know if I could really say that or not. I would love to say that, but it's also 2020, so it's kind of hard to say stuff like that on internet just without doxing myself for the future references and stuff, because I'd rather not really do any of that. Plus, if you wanted to like see all that stuff too, like I have what was it called? References or stuff on my YouTube like linked in the bio, so which should give you more information if anything. So I'm not going to say on the live stream because it's a live stream and I'm not going to dox myself, but there is links on my YouTube under my description to like other, let me see real quick. So come and enjoy the show, and then it has links to my socials and stuff that shows a lot more into who I am and everything. So, oh no, I do not have that on there. I know my other account, I have my link to my actual Instagram on there, but that's crazy. Okay, my actual Instagram is like EMA dot 130. So whatever you do with that. Okay, let's get this. I forgot to do that. Let's see. Hopefully this is enough for what we're doing right now. So we have that right there, boom, right there. Put it above each one, so it's spaced out a good bit. Boom, boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, boom, right there. And we'll start doing this right here. Okay. Put that right there. Put that right there. Right there. Boom, right there. Okay. That right there. Should look good now. So we have this right here. Hopefully this looks good too at this point. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Okay. Let's look at this from afar. Most definitely not. Siri Lucky. Okay, let me see. But I am from the United States also, or like from the United States, so. Lucky. Let's see what I'm gonna do right here. Oh, that is cool though. Huh. Oh yeah, it's most definitely late now. Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't know how I'm gonna do the the next part at least, but yeah, I've never heard of that country before at all. But make sure to not tell that on like tell that everywhere where you're from, because that's the one thing that I find out from my other friends to not do more than anything, just in case for stuff. It's always good to just be safe than have something happen. So we have that part. I could actually do another window with that. That's kind of funny. I bet it's pretty late for y'all though too at this point. If I haven't heard what that country's from, or early, crazy early, or crazy late, wouldn't be surprised. Just with where I'm from, it's like a huge time difference for most people. So 3, 3. We don't want to make it go into that though. 3, yeah. And then we'll put that right there. Then we'll go up from there. Trying to add this on so it just kind of goes right into this next part of the build, which is going to be a more like the front more than anything when it comes like this huge window pane. Okay, so that's right there. Boom, yeah, right there. Right there, boom, boom, boom. But, okay. The funny thing is that I also was not planning on streaming this long today either, because I need to do some stuff here and there, and I have not gotten ready to do anything yet. And hopefully the actual quality of the live stream is good too, because I know the Wi-Fi is sometimes bad at where I'm streaming from. Let's see. So we have that right there. And we do that in front of every single big one right here. So right there, we'll do that. We'll have it. Where did I put that at though? But also, hope you're having a great day too. Watching this, either if you're just watching this or doing something else also. Because usually, if I pull up a live stream, I'm usually watching it and also playing Minecraft too. So. So it would be 1 and then boom. That's crazy. Okay. Discord's open. Welcome. One spot announcements, ideas. Where am I getting this from? Okay. Oh. I was wondering what notifications I was getting on my Discord. Seems like it's just from another Discord and everything that I'm part of. So. Okay. Now the fun part, the roofing, man. Now this is looking good so far. We just have to do this, a very vertical roof. Yeah. Okay, that looks perfect. Yeah, this looks decently good overall for like this side part right here. It kind of flows right into it, kind of gives more dimensions to it compared to like this part where it's just straight up and it's not as much detail. And then we go into the actual main part, which should be the main, what was it, beautiful part compared to like that part and this part. It kind of just infiltrates, or not infiltrates, directs your eyes towards the middle compared to oh, I'm most definitely not a pro, man. I'm just learning as I go, man, more than anything. So yeah, I wish I was a pro. That would be cool, but still need a long ways to go. But thank you for the comment. It means a lot. I'm still not close to being a pro or anything like that. That'd be crazy. This is just something that, or mega bases or something that I work on, and this is just like the most recent one out of my main mega bases and everything. Okay, I'll see you later. Have a good rest of your night, and yeah, I'll keep on going live here and there. But anyways, have a good rest of your night. I'll see you later, but yeah. I'm just not, but yeah, have a good rest of your night, and I'll maybe hopefully see you later at some point if I live stream. I'll maybe either live stream like pretty early for you, or maybe at the same time tomorrow. I could do that again around 11, 12 my time at least, which would be maybe 10, 9 your time. So, but anyways, have a good time. And if I'm not a pro, yeah, I'm not a pro, man. Like I literally, the only thing that I do when it comes to like building and everything, I literally look at images off the web and kind of, oh, I'm not going yet. I'm not going yet. I'm not going yet. I was talking to the other viewer too, but um, I look at images off the web when it comes to inspiration and everything, and most of this inspiration is like some builds I look at, I'm like, okay, or like actual real life builds sometimes, and kind of base it off of that. And there's this one castle I'm basing everything off of right now that's on Minecraft. That's the one built in creative. And I was like, okay, it's literally it has some crazy good gradients into it. Like it's all white and everything has like gray to white, and it's pretty insane, but some of the styles I'm also taking from it are I think the only main style that I'm taking from it is this big old thing right here. And then kind of doing the star pattern too, which is the cool part about it. The stars, I'm taking the main part. And then these are like the windows. Yeah, it's technically taken from the build, but like these windows are even bigger than the ones on the build that I'm taking these references from. So it's actually pretty cool. So but I'm no pro builder. I have to like look at some stuff here and there just to make sure. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. I feel like when I compare it to like Hermitcraft and stuff, like this is nothing, man. This is nothing. It would be cool to be able to do this full time. It would be insanely cool at some point, but I would also have to have more builds like this just to be able to even be called a pro or anything like that. Because it would be cool to go full time with this also. But yeah, okay, we need to get the deep slate, those deep slate bits right there from the other side of the build for the roofing portion of this build. And also, if you want to see like a good build, or this one's very good right now, like comparable like to my other mega bases. This one most definitely is like the best, one of the best. But comparing to my mega mansion was like one of the big ones I took so much pride into. It's like under the playlist Run with the Bros on my YouTube, and it has some good episodes on there. I built a cat. That's very generic though. Like I feel like Castle's very generic when it comes down to it. And then my color palette's pretty generic also. I just love stone more than anything. Like it's simple to get and simple to build with because you get that and deep slate and you can make some amazing things when it comes down to it. But like my palette is just not crazy good compared to like other people's palettes that use like crazy cool concrete and stuff and all that kind of like, yeah, my palette's not crazy. It could also just be because my palette's not like crazy insane where these other people have like cool gradients where I'm doing like the simple gradient for not too far at all, where this gradient actually does help a good bit with the build, but compared to like other builds it's not insane color palette or gradient. Let's show you this one thing then. Okay, I have one add-on to help me get around everywhere pretty easily, but this is like my original main area, like my mega base now. Like this has been throughout a couple of years of building right here, but this is, yeah, all done in survival, all that kind of stuff. My original mega base on this world right here, pretty cool, has what's it called, layers. Hey, this is nowhere near pro. This is the one thing that's not pro at all. It's pretty janky when it comes down to it. Yeah, the castle mega base looks more like a pro. This one, absolutely trash. Even Green would most definitely say stuff like that. But we have the jungle at the bottom. We have the spruce right there, birch, and then the blossom cherry biome right there, and then we have a little fish tank right there with so many fishes right up at the top, which is cool. And it's like all different biomes and everything. I think we have one more. We also have, I think, one back there, if I remember right. There is one. I think it's like a, yeah, savanna biome right back there. It's not big, but it's good. This one's like, I don't like coming back here too much. I get some of my supplies from up there. Okay. I'm okay with that then. Then. I'm not pro Obama legend. Okay, that makes a lot. Yeah. I can't disagree with that then. I can't disagree with that. But man, I wish I did more over here though, because I was planning on doing so much, and this build right here and then this build and then that build kind of helped me bring a lot more into this area, and then I just stopped because the only thing that's hurting me so much right now when it comes to like coming back here is this build right here, because it looks so horrendous compared to like everything else right here. This thing is just so free flowing when it comes to like your eyes, because like you can just go, okay, this connects to this connects to this, and it's not like anything out of the ordinary. But when you come over here, it's like, what is this build? Like you can kind of see like it's a Japanese style build, but with how much deep slate there is for the roofing, it kind of degrades that idea from the whole entire build, if you kind of see where I'm going at. And then we have this terrain right here that has not been flattened out or anything like that, it has nothing special to it. And then you have the little crop area originally right there, and then you have the original iron farm right there that I stopped doing and put all the villagers over here. I need to create an iron farm at some point, man, because I want to run out of iron. Yes, I did make all this. This was my original, not my original base. My original base is like over here. I started my original base all the way over here. So let's look at this. My original base is literally just right there. I started it, didn't even finish it. I was like, okay, we're like, this is a trash base. I'm not gonna want to do this. Then came all the way over here, built that right there, which was absolutely humongous for me to build at the time. And then I built that right there, the villager trading call, and then started working on this massive thing, which right now doesn't even compare to the other two things that I can show you in just a second. Where this one was going to be my main base for a while. It was for like 2 years, 3 years, something like that. I think, yeah, it's still technically my main base about, because I still come in here all the time just to get resources and everything. But I went from over here to right there, built that after I was like, okay, this is trash. Did that, villager trading hall in there too, sheep farm, and now moved all the villagers over there to kind of connect it to that, and then now that. And then, like, I had to do a little cool thing just to let you know, but there is a reference to my Realm with the Bros MegaBase, and it's a pretty good, almost one-to-one representation of it. I literally recreated it here, and this is like, I take a lot of pride into this. Yeah, it just takes a lot of, it does take a lot of time, but this is like a representation of my mega base on Run with the Bros. Like, I never finished it or anything like this. This is just more of, what was it called? Resembling or doing remembrance to a mega base that I created years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago at this point, that I did with a couple friends, and this was the base I was always working on. Thanks. And this thing is based off of Green's like mega build mansion, which was cool. So, and then we have the Olympic stadiums, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this was something that I was like, okay, I can finish the exterior. Interior, on the other hand, I was like, no, yeah, I'm not finishing that. And yeah, I kind of forgot about that. That thing took me a while to do. I did that within like a week's time. And if you think that's like crazy quick, yeah, that is crazy quick. Like to create this in a week's time was insane for me because I was trying to get this done. I think I did this in 4 or 5 days, if I remember right, because I only had 4 days till Christmas. So I was going to post this like on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And I did do it, which was insane. And hey, anytime. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. It means a lot. But I have this base. Cinnamon right there. Where's Maggie? I think Maggie's over on another base with me right now. That's Cinnamon. That's my dog, my real life dog and everything. This is Cinnamon. And then Maggie is somewhere off right now. But rip Maggie. Maggie died within the last year in real life, so yeah, I hate that, but I still have Cinnamon right there, so. But we have a lot of stuff, and hey, the one thing that I'm the most proud of when it comes to like this whole entire like world that we have right now is this thing right here. So like if you haven't really watched, oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Like she was awesome, and I just tried remembering her in some of my builds and everything. But this is the most proud I am about anything in my world. So every single episode, at the end of every single episode I do on this world, I come into here. And you maybe don't think too much of it right now, but I do a remembrance of every single episode. So the first episode, I did a world tour. I already had this built and a bunch of other things on this world, like the Olympic Stadium, all that kind of stuff. Because like I did this as my personal world originally. So there's a lot of stuff already created here. And then episode 2, Trial Chambers, did the Trial Chambers because they just came out. And then episode 3, the museum, built this whole entire thing where I built this and then did all that too. Episode 4, built the mansion. 5, Coliseum over there. Did the Warden challenges, which was a fun episode. Absolutely insanely fun episode. Took a lot of filming. The village over there, did that. Did the thing, or the Christmas special building over there. Liar's Bar, which was a cool thing. It actually works. Just to let you know, we have crazy amounts of redstone in the actual Liar's Bar. We have the Explosive Surprise, the Squid Games one, that I, like, yeah, you'll find out what that means when it comes to, like, the actual video, because I didn't really finish the Squid Games. Oh, man. It's not too many builds right now. I still have a lot of plans for a lot of things, so. Tree of Legends for like comments, like if I get crazy comment that I absolutely love, just saying like, hey, I love your videos and stuff, I put it under this Tree of Legends. And then Trial Chambers right here, Challenge, which was cool. Challenge Row, which was, oh, I love Challenge Row. Need to do more with that. Soccer Stadium, and then we have the Mega Base that we've been building right now. So we have 15, 16, 17, and 18 representing the Mega Base right now. And we'll have 19, which will be this episode, which would be somewhat like this one, I think, or it would have more of a path going upwards to it, and then we'll have a little build of the castle, or one part of the castle right there. But yeah, I wish I got, yeah, this would be cool on a server, all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I don't really need to or anything like that. And that's just an ice thing that I get ice from here and there. I don't really get ice too much anymore. It's just high enough where it can freeze ice. But to build this city, it took me a long time right now. it took me a long time to do this city and everything. And even this mega base, there's so much like materials I had to collect. I do use a add-on that helps with collecting materials, but everything else, like everything, is survival based. This is the only build on this world that has been used with the add-on. Literally, when collecting the materials, this is the only base that has the materials collected for that have, and even then, like, yeah, most of this would still be done already if I didn't even have the add-on on here, which is kind of crazy. But everything in this whole entire world is fully survival, all that kind of stuff, no cheats. Yeah, it's insane. I have things that help me more than anything, and I usually watch videos when doing stuff like this. But yeah, it does help a good bit. But okay, I've been doing this for maybe 3 hours at this point, streaming. Oh no, it's been just 1 hour. Man, it's only been 1 hour. Ooh, that's insane. I've only been. It feels like I've been streaming for longer at this point because I built that thing. I built that thing right there. Oh man, yeah. That's the one thing I kind of like get mad at when people say, "Oh, you're using add-on and stuff." I'm like, dude, like I haven't got those comments yet, but even using like add-ons, no, there's not many people that can take time out of their day to build in crazy things like this. Like that's just plain up simple. Like it's hard to do stuff like this, even with add-ons. It's hard. Like my add-ons are not game breaking at all. Literally, look at this add-on. So it does a 3x3 hole. So it destroys the surrounding blocks in a 3x3 pattern. So let's do that. Yeah, you can kind of see that right there, the example. So it does it pretty quick, and that's the way that I use the add-on when it comes to collecting resources, because I have that, and then tree capitator, which literally takes down the trees pretty quickly for me, and then minor essentials, which is literally just melting iron when you or iron slash gold right as you mine it, it instantly smelts it, which is not game breaking at all. And I don't even use that. I use the tree capitator the most when it comes to like clearing out land, like over there. So like over here, yeah, I use that a good bit because it would take me forever. Because if I didn't have the add-on, I would just burn this whole entire area. That's just straight up what I would do. Because I have enough birch as is. So yes, you can ask. What's up? What's up? Plus, I'm fixing to get off in a second too, so need to start getting ready for my day and working on some grad stuff. Ooh. Yeah, what's your question before I get off? Just for a little bit today, and I'll be back on tonight, most likely, for not too long. Ooh, Minecraft inspiration, man. For that's a hard question. Okay. My Minecraft inspiration. It comes down to like a bunch of different people. Like people would say Stampy, like in the early days when I started Minecraft and everything to start building, it would be Stampy, plain simple. But as I've grown older, I've accrued a lot more YouTubers and known a lot more. And oh man, I just know years ago there's this one dude like that did role play videos, and he was like a legend in the Minecraft community. If you know Sam Gladiator, he did like Five Nights at Freddy's and all those types of videos. Like he's my main inspiration for a bunch of things. He never did really any building, but he got me. I never knew who Green was, and no one even knew who Green was until Sam Gladiator really even introduced him to the world. which was absolutely insane. And then ever since then, ever since Sam Gladiator stopped creating like Minecraft videos and all that kind of stuff, Grian has popped up as like this inspirational guy for most Minecraft YouTubers, and one of those big Minecraft YouTubers that's just very entertaining. So like every single YouTuber that I've ever watched has somehow connected to each a person. So like originally it was Sam. That most of my builds are now based off of Grian because of Sam Gladiator. Just because I was introduced to Grian by Sam Gladiator. If you know who that is, it could be way past your time or anything like that. But he was an insane role play person. He did like this crazy Five Nights at Freddy's Minecraft series, which was insanely fun to watch with Tortoise, Grian, all these other cool dudes. But my whole entire builds are, I get most of my inspiration now from Grian when it comes to building, and then sometimes I get it from Scar too. Oh yeah, he was. Stampy was a big Minecraft hit for a while. And it was simple builds for him, which made it very inspirational. Like he would have just block builds, and that was about it. And even though it was just like not crazy cool builds or anything like that, it had um it had personality. Like you can tell. Okay, look at this build right here. You would think this whole entire build has like personality. It looks amazing and everything. It literally has no personality, man, because I haven't used it. The only thing that I've used it for is that part right there. Nothing else has been used within this build. Whereas Steppy's build is like a whole entire backstory with hit the target or something like that on the build. And there's like, oh yeah, like this thing was blown through and hit the target, flew out of this, like out these windows right here, and I chased after him. And then he maybe and then his guards took my dogs out the front door. It just has personality to it. Yeah, he was a big hit, man. A big hit back in the day. He was awesome. Amazing dude, so. And, man, he just created personality when it came to builds more than anything. Personality is one of the big things that it comes down to, because even though it was the most bland Minecraft creations ever, every single one of his builds has a story to it. And yeah, this one, they have stories to it. That's why I'm doing YouTube or making YouTube videos on what I'm building. But it's still not like a story yet, which I want to create with some of these builds. Because this part right now has a story to it. It has the story that there's this king that got kicked out of the Japanese Empire, or not the king, but a servant that was very popular amongst the Japanese Empire got kicked out. He found this place and made made not a bet, but a agreement with this dark magic down here that ultimately gave him a throne to live upon with a ever-growing kingdom that I'm building right now. And then the curse starts coming out right here with this Eye of Sauron. It's starting to exploit from the ground into the kingdom right here. And yeah, that's kind of the story that I'm coming up with this whole entire build right now, which creates it more of a personality. But there's still some parts that don't have personality right now compared to like what Stampy did. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the stream and everything. And I need to start getting off. I need to start working on some projects and stuff. Not Minecraft, but actual grad classes and stuff. Some academic work and everything. But I'm glad you enjoyed looking at all this. Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. You're all good. You maybe should skip like at least maybe 10 minutes or the first part of the stream because I'm not really talking at all or anything like that. So, but anyways, thank you for watching and everything, and it's been awesome having like a couple people join into the live stream, which is like insane. I had 3 commenters, which I usually only have one if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky, that comes onto the stream to watch because I have like Soap Productions, who is like my main viewer who comes onto like these live streams. I'll remember him as like my main viewer to come onto these live streams. So, but anyways, thank you for joining and everything, and I'll literally see y'all next time when I live stream again. It could either be tonight, it could be most likely tomorrow after, like tomorrow afternoon again. So around this same time. So around 11, 12 for me. So, but anyways, I'll see you. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you're at, and yeah, I'll see you. Bye.